Hello and welcome to a book review by Warhammer 40k bookreviews.com. Today I'm gonna be taking a look at the book Path of the Warrior. Path of the Warrior is a Warhammer 40k book about the Eldar, written from the perspective of one of these elusive space elves. This is an interesting point in itself, since it's not that often that we get a chance to look into the mind of the tainted Xenos race and see what impure thoughts motivate them. Normally, we are only treated to the imperial truth that all aliens are enemies and must be dealt with by introducing them to the superiority of the Imperium by means of bolter shells, the blade of chainswords, or other similar means of non-verbal communication. In this book, we learn about the elder Colandril, who has taken the path of an artist in the very rigidly divided Eldar society. However, since the book isn't called Path of the Artist, the quick-witted observer can probably guess that this path is not the one that suits Colandril. He finds himself frustrated and battling inner aggression that steers him down a different path, leading him to join the combat shrine of the striking scorpion. From here we follow Colandril as he gets in touch with his true self and faces deadly enemies in combat. While he fights these very real and dangerous foes, he must also face an internal struggle with his own emotions of pure violence, which lead him to ever more and more precarious scenarios. There are a few things that you should know before picking up a copy of Path of the Warrior. Firstly, it's an excellent book if you are interested in learning about the Eldar and how their society works. The author, Thorpe, provides a lot of cool and fascinating insight into how this incredibly advanced and spiritual but also ultimately critically flawed civilization functions. The Eldar feel like they are very different from the Imperium and the gritty life that is the Imperial Guard, or the zealous and single-minded lifestyle that is life as a space marine. Second, if you have no particular interest in the Eldar and just want to read a good book in the Warhammer 40k universe, then there might be better options out there for you. Because while Path of the Warrior does a nice job of giving us some insight into the Eldar and the intricacies of their way of life, it does little in the way of presenting you with deeply developed characters or a compelling story. Like a lot of the so-so 40k books, you will see most of the plot twist coming from a mile away, and most characters are written so flat that the most positive word I can think of is serviceable. Now, that's not to say that you cannot enjoy reading Path of the Warrior even if you don't have any particular interest in the Eldar. It's just that there are a lot of other books that you would probably enjoy more if that was the case. But as a huge fan of the Warhammer 40k universe, I personally enjoyed Path of the Warrior, uh, and simply because it provides a deeper and broader understanding of some of the less written about aspects of the 40k universe, it's very appealing. The story is a bit on the bland side, but if you're an Eldar fan, or if you're just seeking to expand your insight into the Warhammer 40k galaxy and the inhabitants in it, then I think it's more than worth it to read through Path of the Warrior. I give Path of the Warrior 3 out of 5 chainswords.